Shamayim, the Hebrew Bible's word for heaven. 421 appearances, all of them plural. Hebrew has no singular for heaven. From Genesis to Malachi, it is always the heavens, one plural word for the sky a bird flies through, and the place where God sits enthroned. English folded it into one syllable, one faraway place. So the question, why does the Bible never once say heaven in the singular? That's where we're going. On the way, a stranger question. When Paul said he was caught up to the third heaven, how many heavens did he think there were? You've prayed this plural your whole life without hearing it. In Matthew's Greek, our Father who art in heaven reads en tois auranwa. In the heavens, plural. One line later, on earth as it is in heaven, the prayer switches. En aurano, singular. We opened this prayer before for two other words. Nobody mentions these two. They raise a third question. Why does Matthew, and only Matthew, say kingdom of heaven 32 times, when every other gospel says kingdom of God? Hold all three. They are one map. Start with its shape. Shamayim ends in ayim, an ending Grammarians debate. An old dual, like Hebrew's words for two eyes, two hands. Or a plural of extension, the form for things spread beyond counting, like mayim, water. What nobody disputes, it is never singular. One Shamayim holds the birds of Genesis 1, the stars of Psalm 19, and the throne Solomon prays toward in 1 Kings 8, straining the word to breaking. The heavens, even the heaven of heavens, cannot contain you. No number of heavens is enough. Watch the Bible name the first heaven. Genesis 1 verse 8. God calls the Raqia, the expanse overhead, Shamayim. Raqia comes from raqa, to hammer metal thin, the verb for beating gold into leaf, in Exodus 39. The sky in Hebrew is artisan's work. The Bible speaks the visual language of its first hearers, the way we still say sunrise. Its interest was never the physics of the ceiling, only who hammered it out. Step outside tonight and look up. In the Bible's vocabulary, you're already looking at heaven, the first layer of it, which makes Paul's claim startling. He gave a floor number. Remember Paul's third heaven. 2 Corinthians 12, caught up to the third heaven, into paradise. That last word, paradisos, has its own video here. Paul never explains the number. He names a floor, moves on. His readers already carried the map. A Jewish book, 2nd Enoch, dated by most scholars near the 1st century, walks its hero through 7 heavens and puts paradise in the 3rd. Exactly Paul's floor. That map was nearly lost. For centuries, 2nd Enoch survived only in Old Church Slavonic. Then in 1972, archaeologists at Qasr Ibrim, a fortress above the Nile, pulled 4 parchment scraps from the ruins. They sat unidentified for 37 years. In 2009, Coptic specialist Joost Hagen recognized them, 2nd Enoch in Coptic. The oldest witness ever found, dug out of the wrong country. The rabbis counted 2. The Talmud names 7 firmaments. The second Raqia, Genesis one's own word promoted to a name. The first is Vylon curtain, drawn open every morning. Between each heaven, they said, a journey of 500 years. The heavens was a real map in real heads. Which brings back that third question from the stakes. When Matthew writes kingdom of the heavens, plural, is he using the map? Or doing something bolder? A pattern hides in your New Testament. The Greek word for heaven, auranos, appears nearly 280 times. About a third are plural. Matthew uses heaven language most, roughly 80 times, and his plural is not random, singular for the visible sky, plural for the realm of God. A grammar code under the whole gospel. English erases every trace. Kingdom of heaven in the Greek, kingdom of the heavens, appears 32 times, only in Matthew. He says kingdom of God just 4 times. In chapter 19, he uses both back to back. Rich man, kingdom of the heavens. Camel through a needle's eye, kingdom of God. Same kingdom, 2 names. For a century, commentaries gave one answer. Devout Jews avoided saying God, so Matthew substituted heaven. That view had real evidence. Early rabbis did say heaven for God's rule. Then in 2007, the scholar Jonathan Pennington traced the explanation through 100 years of footnotes. They all led to one book. Gustav Dalman, Leipzig, 1898. And the theory has a hole. Matthew writes God freely about 50 times. A man avoiding a word does not use it 50 times. So a growing number of scholars read Matthew's plural as theology, not politeness. The kingdom from the heavens, set against every kingdom of the earth, Rome's included. The phrase you softened into wallpaper was a confrontation. Matthew tells you, in the same plural phrase, who it belongs to. Blessed are the poor in spirit, theirs is the kingdom of the heavens. Blessed are the persecuted, theirs the same words. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of the heavens, he warns in chapter 7, but the one who does the will of my Father. Unless you turn and become like children, chapter 18, you will never enter it. In chapter 25, the king says what he was watching for. I was hungry and you gave me food. I was sick and you visited me. A plate handed across a table. A chair pulled up beside a hospital bed. A door held open for a stranger. Christians have weighed faith and works differently for centuries. This video won't settle that. But notice where Matthew keeps pointing, ground level. The doorway is low. Which leaves the question we all carry, where do the dead go? The Old Testament is quieter than you'd expect. Its dead go down to Sheol, the shadow world we walked through in the hell video, and it almost never says heaven about them. Almost 2 men break the pattern. Enoch walked with God and he was not, for God took him. The text never even says where. Elijah goes up in a whirlwind into the heavens. The verb is lakach, took. The psalmists reach for it. Psalm 49, God will redeem my soul from the power of Sheol, for he will take me. Psalm 73, you will take me to glory. The Old Testament's whole hope of heaven, inside one borrowed verb. A whisper, the New Testament turns into an announcement. Daniel says it plainly, many who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Jesus paints the waiting. In the hell video, we watch the rich man in Hades. Across that scene, angels carry the beggar Lazarus to Abraham's bosom. Kalpos, the fold of the chest. The seat of honor at a banquet couch. Dying in that picture is arriving at a table as the guest of honor. Paul compresses it to one line, to depart and be with Christ, which is far better. If you've ever sat with someone in their last days, that is the sentence the church has held out for 2,000 years. So back to the question we opened with, why does the Bible never once say heaven in the singular? Because in its pages, heaven was never one far room behind the stars. It is layered creation, sky over your head, hammered like gold leaf. Paul's numbered floors, the throne itself. The story the whole book tells is that distance closing. That's why the prayer flips its number. Our Father in the heavens, the plural, the map. On earth as it is in heaven, the singular. The promise, one day no layers between here and there. Tonight when you pray that line, you'll hear both. Here's my question for you. Which line will you hear differently now? Our Father in the heavens, or on earth as it is in heaven? Put that one word heavens or heaven in the comments. I read them. They decide which word we unfold next. If you want to keep seeing what's underneath the English, there are more videos right here. We go deep, but not complicated.